You won't believe how this game went down. Caitlin Clark, one of the biggest stars in the WNBA, completely crumbled under pressure, and the Fever blew a huge chance to upset the defending champions. Okay, we all saw it coming. The Indiana Fever were actually holding their own against the mighty Las Vegas Aces with a 6-point lead at halftime. But here's the twist. Aya Wilson was barely hitting anything. She was 2 for 13 at one point. The Fever had a shot, but you just knew Wilson was going to heat up in the second half, right? Sure enough, she finished with 24 points and 12 rebounds, dragging her team across the finish line. The Aces turned it up, and suddenly, the Fever's offense was crumbling. But the real story here? Caitlin Clark. Now, this isn't to say Clark isn't talented. She's one of the best passers in the league, no doubt. But what in the world happened to her shooting? The once-in-a-generation shooter finished the game 1 for 10 from 3, and she's now 1 for 17 in her last 2 games. Is that quad injury still bothering her? We all saw her struggle with it earlier this season, and now it's looking like it might be holding her back again. I don't know, but something's off. Even with her struggles, Clark was still racking up assists, 10 in total. But if the Fever want to win games like this, they need Clark to start hitting those shots, especially in the fourth quarter. What makes this even worse? The Fever had a chance to capitalize on the Aces' weaknesses, but they just didn't execute. Aaliyah Boston was a beast in the first half, 26 points, 5 boards, and was finishing everything inside. But then, this is the kicker, they went away from that combo. The Stockton-Malone connection of Clark and Boston? Gone in the second half. Why? The Fever looked like they forgot what was working. Where was the urgency? And let's talk about coaching. Stephanie White's strategy just isn't cutting it. Why is Caitlin Clark not getting more touches in the fourth quarter? This was a game the Fever should have taken, and White's failure to adjust cost them dearly. If you don't know how to use your biggest weapon, especially when you're fighting for playoff spots, what are you doing? You know what's even more frustrating? The Aces have not looked the same as last year. They're not the dominant team we saw when they won it all. Sure, they've got Aya Wilson, but something's missing. This should have been the perfect game for the Fever to show they're for real. They've got the talent, but the pieces just aren't fitting right now. So what do you think? Are the Fever just unlucky? Or is this a coaching disaster in the making? Was Caitlin Clark shooting just a phase? Or is her injury lingering longer than we thought? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the truth behind the big sports stories.